I've worked with Sandy for 10 years. Sandy was one of the first people I met when I started at United Way.
So along my route, I volunteered on a number of committees through United Way before I became the CEO. And I was CEO of United Way there for about 7 years. And then I moved on to United Way of New York State. So all told, I worked with Sandy for about 12 years. And so there are a lot of great moments with Sandy over those 12 years, midnight campaign calls. There's just nothing like second and third shift campaign presentations, events, dinners, celebrations. So much fun was had in the middle of the night.
Oh, there's so many funny moments, but what I always knew all was well at United Way when in the morning, usually 4 out of 5 mornings, Sandy would sneeze. And we just always laughed because it was something that we could count on.
I first met Sandy when I came to United Way, and one of the first things she said to me within a couple of months of my arriving was, just got to kind of figure out, I've been here a long time and I kind of size up people and decide whether or not they're going to stay or not. I'm not sure about you.
Day of Thanks 2019. She was the best passenger driver I've ever had.
I've worked with Sandy a little over a year, but it feels like the whole time, like maybe like 50 years.
We started at the same time, so I think I worked with her for over a year as well, but I agree with that. Also, I was a little scared of Sandy when I first started, not gonna lie.
Okay. My funniest moment with Sandy, I would say, and there's been many because she is hilarious and keeps you on your toes, but I would say it's probably during our improv staff meeting when we went around and we had to say a letter that describes us, or a word that describes us that starts with the letter of our name and then our name, and everybody said things like caring Carly, and Sandy said sexy Sandy. That would be the funniest thing ever. I mean, that, oh my gosh, took me away.
But my favorite Sandy story was during my interview for CEO. It was an extensive interview process, as you might imagine. And one of the groups that interviewed me was the staff. And Sandy was very unhappy with one of my answers during my interview and actually left the interview because of it. And when I accepted the position and I came on board, people were like, oh dear, what's going to happen with Sandy? And I said, what's going to happen with Sandy is we're going to make sure she knows she is valued for how much she brings to our team. And I really hope that she'll feel that from me. Because I appreciate what she has to say and we're not always going to agree, but we're going to work great together. And it turns out we did.
So during my first connect with Carly, when I joined United Way of the Mohawk Valley, she, was telling me all about our D, what the team does. And then she says to me, so we have another staff member, her name is Sandy, and she can be a little sassy. She's a lot, but you're gonna meet her next week and everybody loves her. And the fact that Sandy needs a disclaimer it says everything about her. And she 100% lives up to the hype. She is an energy and a vibe all her own, and the joy and the light that she brings into the office, whether we're in the office, whether we're out, and about doing something, any staff outings, she brings so much to that. So she's going to be so missed for everything that she brings to the team and just for who she is.
Well, Sandy is, to me, Sandy kept me on track. I used to call her and ask her a million questions, and she'd always be a little frustrated because I'd ask her a lot, but she'd always have the answer. And she was, she is the steady hand here that this is a great staff, and she's certainly a great asset to the staff and has been for years, and will be missed, but join the club, Sandy. Retirement is fun.
First bet.
Funniest Sandy moment.
Oh, there's no way I could narrow that down.
Every moment with Sandy is a funny moment. Sandy, you have the quickest wit of anyone I've ever met, truly, in my life. So every moment is a funny moment with Sandy.
Sneezing in the background of our staff meeting.
Yeah, her little side comments during the staff meeting, sometimes appropriate, inappropriate, but they were always
comic relief.
Comic, yeah, definitely. And we were all thinking it. Just she was the one that was able to say it.
Describe Sandy in 3 words. Sour Patch Kid. Truthfully, though, I mean, she is salty and she can be salty. And that is, I think, one of the things I love about her. But I would say the other thing I love about her is that inside, she is the sweetest, kindest person I've ever met. She is the first one after I'm out sick to message me or to call me or to come over and ask how I'm feeling or how I'm doing. After Christmas or a holiday, she'll ask how that holiday was. I mean, she is really one of the sweetest people I know, even if she could be a little salty on the outside.
Cautious, caring, giving.
If I could describe Sandy in 3 words, I would say silly, spontaneous, and one of a kind.
I would say sassy, funny, and sarcastic.
Sincere, caring, and direct.
Spicy, Sandy. Sandy is boisterous. And Sandy is honest.
Oh, we have a good one. Okay, so we said that she's funny, we said she's dedicated, and that she's caring about her coworkers. 3 words.
What?
Honest.
Eccentric. I was gonna say outspoken.
Brave.
I like those.
Quick-witted, that counts as 1. Persistent. Hardworking.
Sandy's very focused. Sandy has a great sense of humor and always appreciated her boisterous laugh.
Organized, go-to person. Anything I needed, she was there, always there, steady, reliable. There's no one word for Sandy.
The funniest Sandy moment that I can remember is during an improv staff event. She called herself Sexy Sandy, and that will stick with me forever.
Oh gosh.
She told me once that she didn't think I had access to the mailing, but she helped me anyway with the machine.
One of my most favorite recent memories with Sandy was at our last staff outing. She literally announced to everyone while we were waiting for plates and napkins to start eating, she announced that she had to put a bra on to come to our staff outing, and everyone just died laughing. It was so funny. But that is, a typical Sandy moment. She says the things that people can be maybe intimidated to say or they don't have the gumption to say. Sandy is coming out.
My favorite Sandy memory in 1 sentence is schlepping boxes of so many random things through the snow in the middle of the night to harness the giving power of a group of people that happen to work a different shift from us to make the world a better place.
Sandy, I think my favorite memory of you was probably as we were packing up our office on Lafayette Street. and we were going through and like trying to box up stuff in the kitchen, and you made some snarky, smart comment about the bun coffee maker that Brenda had left behind, and how, in not so many words, we could just toss it in the trash. That was, I think, my funniest memory of you. I don't know what it was. It was something about just, again, the quick wit, toss it in the trash. No sentimental value to you. That is my funniest memory of you. I think that.
The thing I will miss most about Sandy is her jokes. Sandy always knew how to make everyone laugh, and her laugh was so contagious. That's what I'm going to miss the most.
That was so funny. I also like whenever I get to package up the pledge cards, because she's always making jokes and she's always telling like little stories about her cats and stuff, and it's really cute.
Oh man, probably her sense of humor.
Yeah.
She has a good
Hearing
sense
that
of, we're on the same level, I think, with the humor.
There was one time that Sandy tried to block me into my cubicle. She put up the partitions in front of the thing and wouldn't let me get out, and it was really funny.
Probably when she sang Flo Rida's Get Low after staff meeting, and she hit it like right on point.
You know, I'm labor, so if we had a bunch of Sandys in my union or in the labor movement, we would be all better off, because she's reliable, on time, you know, someone you can count on. So she's been great.
I would say my funniest Sandy moment is achoo, achoo, achoo. So Sandy is known in the office to have a super loud sneeze, and we would hear Sandy sneezing from far across the office. So that's one moment. My other funny moment when I think about Sandy is there were a couple years back when we, in the internal campaign for our own staff and campaign kickoff, we centered around some physical game challenges. And I can still remember Sandy's really raucous laughter and just enjoying watching her determination to complete some of those tasks.
I would say one of the funniest Sandy moments is anytime she tells a joke and she continues to laugh while she's trying to tell the joke before she gets to the punchline. So sure, just her laugh in general when she tries to tell a joke.
I am going to miss everything about Sandy. I am going to miss how she keeps me on my toes, how she keeps me on track, how she checks in with me. I am going to miss just being able to talk to her, being able to laugh with her. Oh, I'm gonna miss her laugh. Her laugh is something very special. And her sneezes. She sneezes like 3, 4, 5 times in a row, and it makes the whole office laugh. So there's a lot I'm gonna miss about Sandy.
The thing that I most missed since working with Sandy is reliability. Sandy showed up, and that's a very important thing in life, is to show up. So she was so reliable, and I missed that.
So I think I'm gonna miss a couple of things about Sandy. One, of course, her laugh, and I'm not gonna be the only one who says that, because she's got a contagious laugh. 2 is her knowledge of the history of United Way is outstanding, and something that I've relied on, and I'm gonna miss having that from Sandy. But I think just having her here in general, because she was one of the first people that I met when I started here, and my last constant from when I started here. So just not having her here anymore in general, I'm gonna miss.
I'll miss somebody peeking over their little like desk corner to ask me how I'm doing, because I think that's so cute and so nice. And I'll also miss her joking whenever like she tells me to do anything.
Her laugh.
Her laugh. 100% her laugh.
Definitely.
Well, I haven't worked with the United Way in some time, but I can't picture United Way without Sandy. And I worked with her for about a third of her career. That just tells you the impact she has made. And I did some quick math on how many workplace campaigns Sandy has probably been involved with, and I came up with 6,800. If you multiply the number of campaigns that she runs every year over all the years that she's been there, I literally can't imagine what the campaign would be like without Sandy.
My favorite memory of Sandy is seeing the look on her face when we as a team hiked a trail just north of Old Forge and reached a lookout point that was just gorgeous.
I will miss a lot of Sandy about your best qualities, but I will miss having you show up. You always show up, and when you are dedicated to something, you are in it for the long haul. No pun intended. But I think everybody is going to miss having you show up.
Good luck, Sandy, on your retirement. I wish you the best. Enjoy your time with your little kittens. Thank you for all the laughs when you were here. I love that you're bold and say whatever on your mind. That's one of your best personality traits. And good luck, and please come back and visit.
Don't look back. Don't look back. Just run full forward into your dreams. Life is very short. And if there's anything on that list you want to do, just go do it. Find a way.
Awesome.
Sandy, you have worked so hard for the past 34, 35 years. This is your time to enjoy yourself, to sit back and relax and read some of those good books that we always talk about.
I would say enjoy it to the fullest. Just keep on laughing.
No, just
Not that I can think of.
enjoy your retirement and do everything that you like to do every day.
Sunscreen, make sure your flip-flops fit, and enjoy yourself. Every day is Saturday.
Just have fun, live it up. You only live once.
I congratulate Sandy on a very successful career. Now it's time to rest, travel, and enjoy your family and friends.
Yeah, take care of yourself.
Take at least a year off before you try to volunteer somewhere.
I love that.
Read all the books. Take all the moments for yourself. You've been really selfless, it seems like, at least from my observation. You've been so selfless for your family and everyone around you that I think you've earned a moment for yourself.
Come back and visit. Sandy, come back and visit. But just enjoy life, enjoy family, enjoy the things that you like doing, find new hobbies, step out of your box and try something different. And just enjoy this new chapter of your life.
I would say a piece of advice for Sandy would be to enjoy it. You have dedicated yourself for 34 years to United Way, to giving back, to making impact in the Mohawk Valley. And so, really take this time to just do what makes you happy, and to be grateful for the career that you've had, the impact that you've made, and do something for yourself.
30 years. If you sit back and tally up the lives you have touched that you will never know, we couldn't even quantify it on one piece of paper. You're amazing. You capture the pitfalls of what could happen to make sure every plan is so well thought out. You brought so much to the team and so much to so many people. They're really going to miss you, Sandy, and I hope you find all your dreams come true in your retirement.
Sandy and I always keep each other fed, to say the least. I love stealing her waters and some of the little snacks that she has, and she loves to share my chocolate and indulge in some chocolate cake with me.
Yeah, I wish you the best. You know, don't be a stranger. Come around. If ever I can help you, certainly reach out. And you've earned it, Sandy. Enjoy yourself, and Godspeed to you.
Sandy, I know you're going to, as you were successful in your career, be successful in your retirement. I wish you all the best and lots of love and laughter.
We're gonna miss you. We're gonna miss your laugh. I'm gonna miss hearing your laugh when my door is closed.
If you want to download Teams and video chat like we're here, it's okay to miss us.
Yes.
Pick out something that you really don't think you could be successful doing and try it. You're a resilient, strong woman, and I'm confident that you could do most anything you set your mind to accomplish.
Sandy, I hope that after a lifetime of working and providing for everyone around you, I hope that you were able to take a moment and enjoy just reading a book or doing something for yourself. You have definitely earned that. So whether it's sleeping in or just reading and not having to check email, doing something for yourself, I hope you enjoy it because you've earned it.
Sandy, you have given so much to United Way, to our department, and I want to wish you the happiest retirement. Whatever you need, you know we'll always be here, and you will be missed more than I can ever put into words. Someone may take your spot in that chair, but nobody will ever replace you.
You know, arguably, I've said this staff is the best staff in the United Way that I've had the pleasure to deal with, and I say arguably because if you don't agree with that, I will argue with you. This staff is tremendous, and Sandy, maybe not you know out front leading the parade, but certainly in the back, the guiding hand that makes everything work here. So she will be missed. Her efforts didn't go unnoticed by certainly the board members and people who knew. But she was great. She was a great addition and will be missed from a great staff.
I wish you the best in retirement, and I hope you have all the time to relax and do whatever you like doing. Sandy.
She's been a wonderful relationship safety net for United Way Mohawk Valley. She knows relationships, and when a community member has experienced a change, a death in a family, a change in position or job, she's always kept us alert to what we needed to know about that. And so I will really miss that. Along with achoo, achoo, achoo.
I think what's unique to Sandy that she brings to her work that not a lot of other people do, and in my time, nobody else brought this to the team quite like she did, was the ability to think through the loopholes of any plan, vision, or dream to make sure that we're catching all the cracks and avoiding the risks and pitfalls. And without that on a team, you have a lot of risks. So Sandy really was the glue that made things happen during my time there. I think that's really unique about her.
A lot of people who first meet Sandy are a little bit nervous, but once you get to know Sandy, you will know that she's one of the most kind, most caring people to ever be part of United Way. So I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to work with her and just meet someone like her. Grateful to call her not just a colleague, but a friend.
Happy retirement, Sandy.
All right,
We're gonna miss you, Sandy. What's the line?
I love that. No, that was good. That was good. I think that was good. Okay.
Sandy, I just want to send you my best wishes for a wonderful new chapter. And I hope that I hear from you at some point. You've always been such a bright spot. So best wishes for a happy and healthy retirement.
Perfect. And then any well wishes for Sandy?
No.
Just true.
No. I want her to hate retirement and come back.
Sandy, I think that our intention with putting this video together for you was just to reiterate all of your hard work and to really show you how much we're really gonna miss you and what an impact you've made, not only in our community, but here in the office. You know, I've only had the pleasure of working with you for a little over a year, and I can tell you that you've changed my perspective on things, and I hope that everyone that you've worked with and that has had the pleasure of meeting with you, working with you, just even, you know, talking to you for a little bit, I hope you know that you've touched so many lives and that it's going to be hard to move on without you. But we also, you know, want you to know that we want you to live it up in retirement and, you know, have the best times, whether that's, you know, sitting on the couch and eating Cheetos one day, taking the cats for a walk, you know, hanging out with your kids, any and all of the above, anything that's going to bring you joy, please do that because you deserve it.
Say, take care, be healthy, enjoy. I love you so much, and I'm so sad, and you better call me for walks.
Anything else I might have missed that you want to share?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm gonna cry. It makes me sad. I know.
That was really good.
Oh, yeah? Slip on your hoverboard.
Sandy.
Does she really? She hasn't learned yet.
She crashes.
She likes you.
What's with that? Are you allowing this?
What is she chewing?
Yeah,
Or she's got
She's
baby
teething.
teeth.
Well, I'm okay with it, but are you okay with it?
What is it?
You must have had a rough night last night.
Who did? Julianne?
What's she doing? Julianne.
And you have Carly all
You know what we need is an office tray. Is a tray for the office.
Why? They didn't want to participate. Why should they get any? Am I right? So we probably need gloves now too, huh?
We could just take like our own.
You could just nominate, yeah.
I mean, I just
Yeah,
washed my
that's
hands.
better.
There's some hand sanitizer there.
All right, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
just.
no,
I'm just gonna take
Parking lot.
this.
I might have to break those off because I had it in the fridge, so I don't know.